it's going to be important for him to get off to a good start because this crowd got down on him against Sacramento. He did not play well. He needs to get off to a good start as we see Payton on that baseline. And once again, he does
a double team. Kobe Bryant, who has done most of his damage in the second half, particularly in the third quarter. Here is Devin George. Yes. So Devin George out of Augsburg. Lakers with a 4-0 lead. Now George looking to post up Springwell. George again. HD, you can catch all the drama of the NBA in high definition, TNT and HD, high definition, high drama. Here's Springwell, and the Timberwolves have their...
He's just laying back there, getting every rebound. Has a lot of energy to go to the offensive boards.
O'Neal working his way inside. O'Neal on the follow.
Again, you can see his presence in the lane.
Garnett is fouled. Will he get the call? Yes, he does. They gave him the continuation.
Critical for Kevin Garnett to get to the free throw line. More importantly, to get Karl Malone in foul trouble. In game 2, he picked up 2 early fouls, really never got in the game. Minnesota was able to win that game. Malone.
Payton was not out in front with a clear path to the basket, so that's why they took it on the side.
Here's Bryant from deep in the corner. And the Lakers have a 13-6 lead. That's a three-pointer for Kobe Bryant. This is not the start Flip Saunders envisioned. Garnett. Nice move by Kevin Garnett. He beat Malone and Payton along the baseline.
At his lack of trips to the free throw line, he said, look, Cheryl, I can't worry about this. I just have to continue to be aggressive, put the officials in the position to blow the whistles. Mark?
And Shaquille O'Neal continues to be aggressive, taking it right. Flip Saunders about to send on Fred Hoiberg. He needs offense, and Wally Serbiak off the bench. He'll check in just a moment. There's Martin to the reverse. Nice move, was able to race.
Turnovers, points off turnovers, getting in an up-tempo game. Right now, Minnesota has not been able to disrupt the Laker offense.
Bryant, Kobe Bryant with a difficult angle shot. So, Doug, did you have any intriguing rituals as a player?
Well,
not as a broadcaster.
Well, but we see Payton and but that players are all superstitious. Marvin Malone hits a jumper, but
Payton now in the backcourt with Malone, O'Neal, and Bryant up front. Hoiberg knocked it away. Sprewell for Matson.
This is the crowd.
That's what they want to do. Be aggressive, keep the crowd in it.
Here is Fisher, who has been red hot against the T-Wolves. Sprewell to the left hand. So Sprewell able to keep it away. After trailing 3 games to 1 in a best of 7, the last team to do it, Detroit over Orlando in the first round last season. Now, will you want that? Nice move by Sprewell. Latrell going straight down the lane.
Plus, the Lakers only shot 4 for 14. They had a real good opportunity to open this thing up to 12 or 15 points. Never could get it done in that first quarter because they went through that drought.
Garnett, yes. Garnett sets the pick for Sprewell, who's bet on a switch. Here's Hassel. Nice move by Trenton Hassel. Lakers have led by as many as 10. It's a 2-point game. Sprewell, Fox try to draw the foul. Sprewell has tied it.
Look who's back, Marv. Shaq.
Yeah. All right, here's Fisher. Red Holzman, who had an intensive and difficult rivalry with Red Auerbach during those many years of Boston Celtic glory. Sprewell. That's 2 in a row for Latrell Sprewell. He has
Jack out on the floor. Now Sprewell with a little pump fake, and instead of shooting a 20-footer, he got in the lane. Minnesota's taken 8 threes already. That is not their game.
Saw Shaq go right over to Devin George at the end and talk to him at the other end about how they're going to play that pick and roll.
Foul on Trenton Hassel, who takes a seat and heard the applause from the crowd. Rick Fox with the tip.
People to get us open shots.
How about the matchup? They've kept Shaq on Garnett, and they have Fox playing Madsen.
Madsen gets inside. And a nice setup Fisher and Rush now in the backcourt. Kobe Bryant sitting down. Fox lost it. Serbiak for Hoiberg. The Timberwolves take a 1-point lead.
He have a chance to win, not the slow, methodical game that the Lakers want to play.
O'Neal gives it right back. Fisher with the bucket and a foul.
When you extend your pressure and open up the floor this way, this is what can happen to you. You hit the post, back cut, and then Shaq very good at dropping the ball off on the floor to his open teammate, the conversion, and now the attempt for three by Fisher.
The Lakers' rule of thumb is when they see pressure,
Minnesota down by 1. Matson setting the screen for Sprewell. Dumps it off to Garnett. He was there. New shot clock for the Lakers. Here is Bryant for 3. Kobe Bryant from downtown.
Again, Karl Malone, who we many times have said is the glue really to this Laker team. He's trying to get him back in the game. We see the steal by Fisher as he heads for the layup.
Nice reverse by Derek Fisher, and the Lakers open up.
Offensive foul, or is it a block?
that's a tough call right there, Mike. It looked like Madsen was right in position, and Shaq just ran over him.
Shaq says he's the NFL's best NBA player. Bryant again from downtown. Shaquille referring to his physical presence. T-Wolves have been bouncing off his body, as we saw right there. Eric Martin is back in. Here's Garnett. The tip by Matson at Staples on Monday night. Eric Martin weaving his way, rejected from behind by O'Neal. Here's Fisher. Derek Fisher pounding that ball and then put the brakes on to score.
That's already 9 points now for Derek Fisher off the bench. Wally Zerbiak only has 1. If they're going to win that matchup, Fisher 9-1, Minnesota's going to be in serious trouble.
Here is Zerbiak.
Zerbiak has usually come in and really...
In this first half, Bryant. And Garnett sets it up. Garnett, yes. Now that's what a point guard likes to do. Injured Sam Cassell. Sam not dressed for the game tonight with that sore hip and sore back. Here is Hassel. Yes, make it 15.
They were even in second chance points, a positive sign. That's why they are leading by 8.
And during this 15-0 run, Minnesota 7 of 10 from the field. Garnett, yes, make it 8 of 11.
Mid segment of the game.
Lakers now scoreless the last 5 minutes. Well, that ends the drought over Derek Martin with words of encouragement. Martin now 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 6 the other night.
He hesitated on that shot. He waited, and when he thought about it, too much, got to just go up and shoot it.
Nice pass. O'Neal to Malone on Kobe Bryant, and making it difficult for Bryant, who had to give it up. Nice free pass. O'Neal could not convert.
To start offense the way they wanted to.
Payton gets it back to Malone. Malone with a runner. Oh, Malone. 13 foul called on the Lakers.
And that's a significant way of interpreting it. If they're going to do it that way, Malone's in trouble because he loves bellying up into Garnett.
Nice fake by Sprewell. Latrell Sprewell. Here's Devin George. Not a good shot. Hoiberg. Yes. And Fred Hoiberg, who was so instrumental,
took the ball out of his hands.
17 unanswered points by the T-Wolves have provided this lead. Now looking for a foul on Malone. Garnett on the follow. Minnesota with its biggest lead of the night. They lead by 11.
You said energy, you said second effort, all the things that Minnesota had to do. It's easy to see. They clearly are out-hustling the Lakers.
O'Neal. So Shaq goes right at Mark Matson.
You know what it appears? It appears the Lakers are thinking, if we hang within 8 or 9, we can turn on the switch and win this game. Right now, Minnesota playing with a lot of confidence. We'll see if the Lakers can come from behind here tonight.
Here is Garnett off the crossover. It counts, and the foul away from the ball. The outside official, Jim Clark, had the perfect sight line. He said, yes, the basket is good, and the foul on Malone.
Well, this is actually Madsen who starts to go down the lane, and he just wipes Karl Malone out as he goes through him. Malone is called for the foul. Watch Madsen go down the lane. Winds up with a wide open look for Kevin Garnett, but Madsen actually wiped out Karl Malone.
Fisher and Payton in the backcourt with Bryant, Malone, O'Neal up front. Johnson doing a nice job fronting O'Neal. Here's Malone. Karl Malone.
Had duds of them in the second half of the last two games, so they made adjustments. They decided that in the second half, as we see Hoiberg hit the jumper going to his left, they decided that in the second half.
Third period as he's had it in the Staples Center.
Hassel replaced by Serbiak. 3.5 to play in the third. They double up on O'Neal. Nice jump hook by Shaquille O'Neal.
They've got to get him going here. Sprewell and Garnett have 40 points. They need him to score.
Playing Serbiak aggressively. Garnett. Love to put number 5 on Malone. Malone stepped away, and Kevin Garnett has 25 points along. Hassel back on Bryant. Kobe lost it, and recovers, and scores.
Malone's man had backed so far off of him so they could play front and behind on Shaquille O'Neal. He had to basically shoot that shot.
Garnett setting the pick. Serbiak. Yes.
Had a smaller player on him.
Nice pass. Malone with a bullet handled by Payton. They turn the shot clock off. 71-63 Minnesota. T-Wolves holding for a final shot of the quarter.
Remember now in game 2, Garnett hit a 3 with .4 on the clock. It was a big impetus of them going into the fourth period.
Serbiak. 4 seconds remaining.
Second rest in the last game. You said early on he probably will not get that tonight, and thus far, all 36 minutes have got to leave him in. He doesn't want to come out.
And he tried to sneak back into the game, looking to extend to a game 6. Fisher way off on that rainbow.
Special attention paid to Kobe Bryant. A hard trap by Garnett. Bryant using the extra dribbles up and time on the clock.
Sprewell. Yes. What turned this game was that 17-0 run by Minnesota, carried from the second quarter through the early moments of the third. Malone gets inside, and the T-Wolves now lead 77-65.
What happened with that, Doug, not only did they allow Minnesota, but they let the fans get back in the game. The fans were not there early on. That high energy wasn't there from the Minnesota team, but when the Lakers went flat, it allowed everybody to catch back up.
Medvedenko, it counts, and the foul. Slava Medvedenko will sit down.
Medvedenko, who comes in and thinks shot first, this time with the little fadeaway up over the top. A much-needed basket by the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, another thing that's hurt LA tonight, their opportunities at the free throw line. The Lakers just 11 for 20 tonight at the foul line.
Sprewell for 3. It's been a sensational game for Latrell Sprewell. 10 for 17, 22 points. 13-point advantage for Minnesota. Rush right back from downtown. Kareem Rush hits the 3.
Lakers are going to make a push. This is where Minnesota has to dig in defensively right now.
And then George rejected by Kevin Garnett. Well, Sam Cassell may not be dressed for action, but he's doing whatever he can. Now there's a team player.
It's like the fights you used to do. The guy be in the corner fanning the guy. Here, come on, you got to get back out there. Running their defense at Kobe. They've given him no opportunities here to get off to one of those jump starts, 16 to 18-point run that he had the other night.
Sprewell. Only 3 points for Kobe Bryant in the second half. And Kobe with a nice move on Hassel. Terrell Sprewell has scored the last 11 points for Minnesota. And there's lots of time remaining here. Bryant spinning. And as we know, he can explode at will.
And flips on is not going to take any chances when it starts with Shaquille.
Second team foul on Minnesota. Bryant facing the double. Here is Malone. 86-76. Gets it. Fisher and Payton in the backcourt. O'Neal, Bryant, Malone up front. Hassel all over Bryant. Bryant to the fadeaway. 86-78 with 3:40 remaining on the floor.
We got one more basket coming for the Lakers before Flip uses his next timeout. And Minnesota has to play the game to win right now. They've got to try to finish this thing off as Sprewell misses the open jump shot. You can't protect the lead.
And Malone is ahead of the field. It's a 6-point game, and Minnesota takes a timeout. Down to 2:40 to play in the fourth. Minnesota up by 6. Playing the clock. Shot clock to 10. Hoiberg is fouled. Yes! The foul! Fred Hoiberg with the bucket as he was hacked by Bryant.
Hoiberg has played 36 minutes in this game. He's 5 for 10 from the floor. He gets the contact across the head, still looking at the rim when he's hit. He makes the basket. He's still looking at it as he's on the floor. The crowd loves it.
11 of their free throws in the fourth and lead by 13 points. It's a Laker team that had won 7 of its last 8 coming in after the 2 losses. That will count on the foul. The Lakers had dropped the first 2 of the conference semifinals to San Antonio and then took 4 in a row. They extended to 7 of 8 prior to tonight. Nice move by Derek Fisher Monday night. That'll be 9 o'clock Eastern time right here on TNT, and if necessary, Game 7 back here at the Target Center on Wednesday. Fisher looking for the 3. Rebounded by O'Neal with 37 seconds remaining. Number 5, but then went on to win Game 6 to take the championship. Here's Bryant kicking it out. Walt for 3. Yes! Luke Walt from downtown. It's a 6-point game.
Second half. Really going without a point guard. Derek Martin only played about, what, a minute and a half in the second half?
Here's Fisher putting it up for O'Neal, and he is fouled. That is not a 10 at the line. And the foul is given.
Than their opponents, and tonight you see why that's so vital for them to get free points at the line.
Well, they've settled basically
1 of 4. See the totals for the game. T-Wolves do not want to foul. Fisher with a 2-pointer had a foot on the line. A 5-point margin. And Serbiak misses on both. Here comes Fisher from way downtown. He scores at the buzzer, but it's over.